Hello, everybody. Welcome to my new SMB Sunday market breakdown. Okay, so I hope you had a very nice weekend. Yeah, let's start with DXY as usually. So what I can see on the monthly chart is that we had this black horizontal line. If I look to the weekly, you can see this was our clear supply and demand, so acting as resistance here, support, resistance, big resistance that started this impulse to the downside. And what we can now see is at this weekly supply and demand, so that this was holding this price up. That's why we went to the upside. We had also this kind of ascending trend line holding the price up here for more upside momentum. So yeah, then I took my Fibonacci from the low here till the high. We have here weekly minus 27, which will align very nicely with this daily fib from the low here till the high. The minus 27 is aligning with the weekly minus 27 here. So what I can see right now is we have a weekly bullish candle close. We are at weekly highs, but we have that weekly bullish candle close. So that's an indication that the bulls are still present. We have that daily bullish M for keeping the price to the upside. So what I can see is that we can maybe some small push to the downside to tap the 61.80 on the daily here. It's ascending trend line holding the price up with a 4-hour pattern. So if I go to the 4-hour, then we can have this descending trend line here holding the price down, and then that's small push to the downside, some deceleration here, or a pattern in the form of a reversal pattern, inverted and shoulders for more upside momentum. So yeah, we need to have patience right here on the DXY, what will happen there. But I see that the DXY is still bullish. So my first pair for this week is GBPUSD. So if I look to the monthly chart on GBPUSD, we are at this major buying zone, as you can see. Very nice buyers that kicked in here, very nice push. Here also the same kind of push till this same highs here. So that's very nice to see. And we received also a monthly bullish candle close, a previous candle close here that took some liquidity from this zone here. So if I look now to the weekly chart, then you can see that we have here that weekly bearish candle close. So this was an indication for me, okay, we can still have some more downside momentum. We have a very big rejection candle of that zone, okay, but I went to the daily and I saw, okay, we have here a kind of pattern in the form of a bearish W here. We have here a 61.80 touch of our daily zone of interest. So I look to the 4-hour and what can I see? We have a kind of pattern. We have a bearish W like this above the previous higher lows. So yeah, so that's what I can see. So what I expect is that this trade can come back till this institutional candle lower high. Then I will take my stop loss wide enough above this wicks here, and then we can target the daily TP for around 5.8% here. The daily TP, the round number is right here. So the next pair is EURGBP. If I go to the monthly chart, I will refresh it. Then you can see we have that monthly previous bullish candle close. We can have here a kind of bullish M here with a shoulder 1, head shoulder 2, that's possible. And if I look now to the weekly, then you can see we have that weekly bullish candle close, very big projection of that zone, but the weekly close bullish. We are making that bullish M here for more upside momentum. We can make also this same highs possible, same lows. That's possible from that point. But if you look to the daily chart, then you can see we have here that that bullish M that can play out here, the bullish M for more upside momentum. We have a nice daily bullish candle close, which is an indication we have here that support, resistance, support. So that's nice to see. We have also that ascending trend line here, holding the price up a lot of times when we tapped it. And then on the 4-hour, then you can see I want to see a pattern within a pattern. We have here already that bullish M like this, but what I want to see is that bullish M and then that inverse line shoulder. So shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2 for more upside momentum. That's what I can see. So if the price can break this lower high here, and we are making kind of bullish candle like this, very impulsive, and then we can make that shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2 here, then I can take a trade to the upside. That's what I can see on EURGBP. And then the next pair is GBPCAD on the monthly chart. What I can see is that we are at a very big buying zone. We rejected from that zone. As you can see here, this big wick got very nice rejected at this nice zone, exactly the same zone. And we have here also some buyers sitting here, buyers. So it's nice to see that there are sitting some buyers there. So on the weekly chart, what I can see is we have that weekly bullish candle close, very nice to see. Then on the daily, I think we have also a fib completion from here, the low, from the high to the low, minus 27 fib completion, nice to see. Then on the daily, I saw we can have a nice reversal pattern. This trade, we need to have some more patience because we made here already that bearish candle. We broke this lower high, so we are changing from structure, changing from trend. We were bearish, but now we are bullish. So what I can see is we have that shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2 for more upside momentum possibly. So what I want to see is on a 4-hour that we are making here correctively some bearish patterns, correctively counter to the trend for more upside momentum. So we are already making this kind of corrective nature counter to the trend, as you can see, this bull flag. So yeah, if we can come back to this daily zone, we can make here deceleration at this zone or a pattern, then I will take it. So the next pair is NZDJPY. If I go to the monthly chart, what you can see is on the monthly, we are having here some kind of decel at this monthly zone with some very big rejection candles at that zone. As you can see, if I drew a horizontal line from that point here, like this, you can see that there are coming some sellers in from back in history. Also here, sellers, support, sellers. So that's nice to see that there are coming some sellers in from that point. If you look to the weekly chart, then you can see we can make here a possible shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2, not the clearest one, of course, but the important thing here is we have that weekly bearish candle close. So that's nice, and this wick can fill in again. So that's nice to see. And if I look to the daily now, what you can see is already a shoulder 1, this head, shoulder 2 that can play out. Very nice to see. With an institutional candle, shoulder 1, we have also here that support, resistance, resistance, resistance. So that's nice. And if we go now to the 4-hour, then what I can see already is that we can have here some deceleration. We had here the first candle, second candle, third candle, and now the fourth candle is forming. So if the market opens and the spreads after 1 hour are less and we are still at this decel zone, I can take it to the downside with a wide stop loss for around a TP of 4.1% to the daily TP. So yeah, daily TP around this. So that's why I can see. So the last pair right now is gold. So if I look to the monthly chart, then you can see we rejected these monthly highs here. So what I can see in a bullish market, if we are making same highs, we can make also same lows, the natural M formation on the monthly. So that's what I can see on the monthly. We are in a very big corrective zone. We are trading between these highs and these lows. So yeah, we can range from that. And we can also see we had a previous monthly bearish candle close. If you look to the weekly chart, then you can see we have already here some pattern. We have here that bearish W that can play out, or maybe that shoulder 1 had shoulder 2 here. But what I can already see is a smaller pattern here. We have here kind of shoulder 1 had shoulder 2 with a weekly bearish candle close. So yeah, this can happen too. If we go to the daily now, then you can see we have here that head, shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2, with already a bearish candle close, which is an indication that the bears are sitting there. And we have here also a clear supply demand zone at the shoulder 1 zone, support, resistance, 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 resistance. So that's nice to see. And if we go now to the 4-hour chart, then we can see that we are forming a bearish W above the previous higher low. So what I can see already that we can have here a push to the upside, and I can take my trade at this lower high, stop loss above, kind of wide stop loss above this wicks here, and then we can take the trade for around 6.1% to the daily TP here. So yeah, that's what I can see, guys. I hope you will have a nice trading week, the upcoming trading week, and see you next week. Bye.